The Dhammapada, awaken inner peace while you rest. Lesson 1. The path of awakening. As you settle into the gentle embrace of approaching sleep, allow yourself to become aware of the sacred threshold you now cross. In this quiet sanctuary of rest, the ancient wisdom of the Buddha awaits to guide you along the most precious of all journeys, the path of awakening. Here, in the soft darkness of your peaceful chamber, the timeless teachings of the Dhammapada begin their gentle work, weaving threads of enlightenment through the fabric of your dreams. The Buddha spoke with profound simplicity when he declared, "All things arise from mind. Mind is their master. Mind is their maker." As your breathing deepens and your body surrenders to rest's sweet calling, feel these words settle into the quiet depths of your being. Your mind, even as it prepares for sleep's restoration, remains the sovereign creator of your experience. In this precious time between waking and dreaming, you hold the golden key to transformation. Let your breath become your first teacher on this noble path. With each gentle inhalation, whisper to yourself with each peaceful breath. Feel how naturally this truth resonates in your chest, how easily your lungs embrace this sacred rhythm. The path of awakening is not a distant mountain to climb tomorrow, but a living reality, breathing itself into existence with each moment of your conscious rest. The ancient sages understood that sleep is not merely an absence of waking, but a doorway to deeper wisdom. As you sink more deeply into comfort's tender arms, allow your subconscious mind to receive this fundamental teaching. Awakening happens not in spite of rest, but through it. Your sleeping hours become fertile soil where seeds of enlightenment take root, growing in the rich darkness of your peaceful surrender. Feel the gentle dissolution of the day's concerns, the soft melting away of tomorrow's uncertainties. In this sacred space between thoughts, the middle way reveals itself with perfect clarity. You need not force awakening, nor can you prevent its natural flowering. Like a lotus that opens to the sun's first rays, your consciousness naturally unfolds when conditions are peaceful and pure. The Buddha taught that the noble path contains everything necessary for liberation from suffering. As your eyelids grow heavier and your limbs settle deeper into rest, repeat softly within your heart, "My mind awakens to truth as my body rests in peace." This is not mere wishful thinking, but an acknowledgement of consciousness's deepest nature. Even as your surface awareness dims, the wise, eternal part of you remains alert, absorbing these teachings like rich earth receives the morning dew. Consider how perfectly designed this moment is for your spiritual growth. The distractions of daylight have faded, the urgencies of daily life have been set aside, and your busy mind begins its natural quieting. In this receptive state, the Dharma, the Buddha's teachings, can penetrate layers of conditioning and habit that normally guard against change. Your sleeping hours become a sanctuary where transformation works its gentle magic, unimpeded by doubt or resistance. The path of awakening is not a burden to carry, but a river to float upon. As you feel yourself drifting towards sleep's welcoming shore, sense how effortlessly you can surrender to this current of ancient wisdom. There is nothing to achieve, nothing to accomplish, only this sweet letting go into truth's embrace. The teachings will continue their work while you rest, like patient gardeners tending seeds in the rich soil of night. With each breath growing softer, each heartbeat more peaceful, allow this final understanding to accompany you into dreams. The noble path unfolds within me, gentle and sure. You need not remember these words come morning, for they will be working far below the surface of ordinary memory, reshaping the very foundations of how you meet each day. Rest now in the Buddha's compassionate presence, knowing that awakening is not a destination, but the very ground you rest upon. Number 3 of evil. Lesson 2. Mindfulness, the watchful guard. In the gentle darkness of your resting place, as your body settles into the soft embrace of sleep, let the ancient wisdom of mindfulness become your faithful companion. The Buddha spoke with profound clarity when he said, "Mindfulness is the path to the deathless. Carelessness is the path to death." Night, as consciousness ebbs and flows like gentle tides, you become the watchful guard of this sacred moment, aware even in your surrender to rest. Feel how your breath naturally deepens as you listen to these words. Each inhalation draws in present moment awareness, while each exhalation releases the scattered energies of the day. You are the gentle guardian of this moment. Awaken rest, neither grasping at wakefulness nor pushing towards sleep, but resting in the perfect balance between alertness and peace. This is the middle way of mindful rest, where awareness continues its quiet vigil, even as the body finds its deepest restoration. Like a clear mountain stream that reflects the sky while flowing steadily toward the sea, mindfulness flows through you as a peaceful river. It carries away the debris of worry, the fallen leaves of past regrets, the scattered twigs of future anxieties. In this flowing awareness, you need not grasp or push away any experience. Thoughts may arise, like gentle bubbles in still water, each one perfect in its momentary appearance, each one naturally dissolving back into the vast stillness of your essential nature. The watchful guard of mindfulness is not a stern sentinel, rigid and controlling, but rather a loving presence that observes with infinite patience and compassion. As your mind begins its nightly journey through the landscapes of dreams and deep rest, this gentle awareness accompanies you, ensuring that even in sleep, wisdom continues its quiet work. Your subconscious mind, like fertile earth, receiving the first drops of spring rain, absorbs these teachings of present moment awareness, allowing them to take root in the depths of your being. Notice how naturally your awareness rests in the eternal now, neither pulled backward into yesterday's concerns, nor projected forward into tomorrow's uncertainties. This moment, this breath, this heartbeat, this gentle settling into peace, becomes the entire universe. In mindful rest, there is nowhere else to go, nothing else to achieve, no other state to attain. You are already home in this moment, already complete in this awareness, already perfect in this gentle watching. The Buddha taught that mindfulness is like a lamp that illuminates the path, showing each step clearly without forcing any particular direction. As you rest tonight, this inner lamp glows softly, not disturbing your sleep, but blessing it with quiet wisdom. Your dreams, when they come, are touched by this gentle light. Your deep sleep, when it arrives, is held in this loving awareness. Even in the darkest hours before dawn, this mindful presence continues its patient vigil, ensuring that no moment of rest is wasted, no breath is taken without the blessing of awareness. Let these words settle into your bones like warm honey, sweet and nourishing. Mindfulness flows through me like a peaceful river, you whisper to yourself, feeling the truth of these words resonate in every cell. This is not mere repetition, but recognition, a remembering of what you have always known in your deepest heart. You are capable of this gentle watching, this loving awareness, this perfect balance between engagement and detachment. As the night deepens around you, trust that this mindful awareness will continue its work while you rest. Like a gardener who plants seeds in the evening, knowing that growth happens in darkness, you can surrender to sleep with complete confidence that mindfulness will tend the garden of your consciousness. When morning comes, you will awaken not only refreshed in body, but renewed in spirit, carrying this gentle awareness into each moment of your day, each breath, each choice, each encounter with the precious gift of being fully present in the eternal now. Lesson 3. The power of thought. As you settle into the gentle embrace of twilight, allow your awareness to turn toward the magnificent power that flows through your mind with every breath. The Buddha spoke these eternal words: "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts." Night, as your body finds its natural rhythm of rest, your consciousness begins a sacred journey into the very wellspring of your being, the realm of pure thought, where all creation begins. Feel your breathing slow and deepen as you recognize this profound truth. Every experience in your life first took shape in the quiet garden of your mind. Like a gentle gardener tending sacred ground, you have always possessed the power to plant seeds of wisdom, compassion, and peace. As sleep begins to call you, imagine your thoughts transforming into luminous streams of clarity, each one carrying the potential for awakening and joy. Your thoughts are not merely fleeting shadows dancing across consciousness. They are the very architects of your reality, the silent sculptors of your tomorrow. With each exhale, release any harsh judgments you have held against your own thinking. With each inhale, welcome the understanding that your mind is a vessel of infinite possibility, capable of generating thoughts as pure as mountain springs and as peaceful as moonlight on still water. In this moment between waking and sleeping, sense how your thoughts naturally begin to soften and flow, like clouds dissolving into the vast sky of awareness. Let any worries or anxieties gently fade. Your subconscious mind, that faithful guardian of your deeper wisdom, now receives these gentle impressions. Thoughts of kindness replace thoughts of criticism. Thoughts of hope dissolve thoughts of fear. Thoughts of gratitude transform thoughts of lack. As you surrender more deeply into rest, feel your mind becoming like a clear mountain lake at dawn, perfectly still, reflecting only truth and beauty. The Buddha's wisdom whispers through your consciousness. When your thoughts arise from love, peace follows you like a faithful companion. When your thoughts spring from wisdom, joy becomes your constant companion. Your sleeping hours become a sacred time when the deepest layers of your mind naturally align with these higher frequencies of thought. Let your awareness rest now in the gentle recognition that you are the master of your mental realm, not through force or struggle, but through the same natural ease with which flowers turn toward sunlight. Your thoughts turn toward goodness. In the profound stillness that precedes sleep, your mind begins to remember its original nature, pure, peaceful, and infinitely creative. Feel yourself sinking deeper into this understanding as your body melts into comfortable rest. The ancient wisdom of the Dhammapada flows through your consciousness like a healing river, washing away all mental patterns that no longer serve your highest good. With each breath that carries you deeper into sleep's embrace, your subconscious mind absorbs these eternal truths. You are the conscious creator of your inner landscape, the gentle guardian of your mental garden, the wise cultivator of thoughts that bring peace to yourself and all beings. Your dreams tonight become laboratories of transformation, where negative thought patterns dissolve and positive mental habits take root with effortless grace. As consciousness gently fades into the sacred darkness of regenerative sleep, rest in this final understanding. Your thoughts are prayers that shape reality, seeds that become your tomorrows, streams of light that illuminate your path. Sleep now in the profound peace of knowing that your mind, guided by Buddha's timeless wisdom, creates only beauty, only truth, only love. In rest, you become the change you wish to see. one peaceful thought at a time. Lesson 4. Choices shape destiny. Your life is the creation of your mind, the fruit of your thoughts and actions. As you settle into this sacred space of rest, allow these ancient words of the Buddha to flow through you, like gentle streams finding their way to the ocean. Tonight, as your conscious mind releases its grip on the day's concerns, your deeper wisdom awakens to a profound truth. Every choice you make ripples through the fabric of your existence, weaving the tapestry of your destiny with threads of intention and awareness. Breathe deeply now and feel yourself sinking into the soft embrace of this moment. With each exhale, release the weight of past decisions that no longer serve you. With each inhale, welcome the infinite possibility that lives within your power to choose. The Buddha teaches us that we are not victims of circumstance, but conscious creators of our experience. Even now, in this gentle transition towards sleep, you are choosing peace over agitation, wisdom over confusion, trust over fear. Each choice I make flows from wisdom and compassion. Let this truth settle into the quiet chambers of your heart like morning dew upon petals. Every decision, from the smallest gesture of kindness to the grandest commitment of your life, carries within it the seed of who you are becoming. As you rest tonight, your subconscious mind continues the sacred work of aligning your deepest values with your daily actions, creating harmony between your inner truth. Feel the gentle release of any regret that has been shadowing your peace. The choices of yesterday were made with the awareness you possessed then, and holding yourself in judgment serves neither wisdom nor growth. Instead, allow the soft darkness of night to wash away the residue of self-criticism, replacing it with the tender understanding that every experience has been your teacher. My destiny unfolds through conscious, loving action. This affirmation moves through you like a healing balm, soothing the places where harsh judgment has taken root. In the stillness of this moment, sense the vast field of possibility that stretches before you. Tomorrow will present countless opportunities to choose love over fear, patience over reactivity, understanding over judgment. Your sleeping mind is already preparing for these moments, strengthening the pathways that lead to wise action, dissolving the old patterns that once pulled you toward unconscious reaction. I rest in the power of wise choosing. Feel how this truth resonates in the depths of your being, creating an unshakable foundation for all that is to come. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us that karma is not fate, but the natural consequence of our choices meeting the conditions of life. Tonight, as you surrender to sleep's gentle current, you are not merely resting your body, you are allowing your deepest intelligence to sort through the day's experiences, extracting wisdom from challenge, compassion from difficulty, clarity from confusion. This sacred process happens without effort, like flowers turning toward light, or rivers flowing toward the sea. Each choice I make flows from wisdom and compassion. Let this become the rhythm of your breathing, the pulse of your peaceful heart. Even in sleep, you continue to choose trust over anxiety, acceptance over resistance, love over separation. These unconscious choices shape the quality of your dreams, the depth of your rest, and the clarity with which you will greet tomorrow's dawn. Feel yourself floating now in the vast ocean of possibility, supported by the recognition that you are not powerless in the face of life's circumstances. Your thoughts, words, and actions are the instruments through which you compose the symphony of your existence. Night, let go of the need to control outcomes and instead rest in the power of conscious intention. My destiny unfolds through conscious, loving action. This wisdom pulses through you like a gentle heartbeat, steady and sure. As sleep approaches, sense how your choices ripple outward, touching not only your own life, but the lives of all beings you encounter. Every act of kindness creates more kindness in the world. Every moment of patience teaches patience to those around you. Every choice rooted in wisdom adds to collective awakening of humanity. I rest in the power of wise choosing. Let this final affirmation carry you into the depths of peaceful sleep, where your highest wisdom continues its sacred work of transformation, weaving dreams of compassion and awakening that will bless your waking hours with grace and clarity. Lesson 5. Overcoming anger. Anger dissolves in the gentle waters of your peace. As you settle into this sacred hour of rest, feel the ancient wisdom of the Buddha flowing through you like a cooling stream. The great teacher once spoke these words that echo through eternity. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Night, dear seeker. Let this burning coal slip from your grasp and watch it disappear into the healing darkness of sleep. Your breath becomes the gentle wind that extinguishes the flames of resentment. With each exhale, release the heat that has gathered in your heart. With each inhale, draw in the cool nectar of forgiveness. Feel your chest softening, your shoulders melting into the embrace of your bed. The tight knots of irritation begin to unravel, thread by thread, as consciousness prepares to journey into the realm of dreams, where all wounds find their healing. I release all that burns, embracing cool compassion. These words sink deeper than the surface of your mind, reaching the fertile soil of your subconscious, where true transformation takes root. The Buddha understood that anger is nothing more than a passing cloud across the vast sky of your true nature. You are not your anger. You are the spacious awareness in which anger appears and disappears, like ripples on the surface of a still pond. Think of those who have stirred this fire within you. See their faces now, not with the harsh light of judgment, but with the soft glow of understanding. They too carry their own pain, their own struggles, their own journey toward awakening. In the gentle twilight between waking and sleeping, feel your heart expanding to hold both your hurt and their humanity. This is the alchemy of forgiveness, not condoning harmful actions, but freeing yourself from the prison of perpetual resentment. My heart rests in forgiveness, free and light. Feel these words settling into the deepest chambers of your being, where they will work their quiet magic throughout the night. Your body grows heavier with each passing moment, yet your spirit becomes lighter as you release the burdens you have carried. The Buddha's teaching whispers through your cells, reminding them of their natural state of peace and harmony. Let your jaw relax completely, for it has held too much unspoken anger. Let your hands unfurl, for they have clenched against too many perceived wrongs. Let your heart beat with the rhythm of compassion, pumping forgiveness through every vessel and vein. The ancient wisdom knows that anger is merely pain wearing a mask, and beneath that mask lies a tender heart yearning for peace. As sleep draws near, imagine roots of loving kindness growing from your body into the earth below, drawing up the nutrients of patience and understanding. Your breath becomes the sacred mantra that dissolves all hardness, all bitterness, all the ways you have armored yourself against the world. The Buddha's presence surrounds you now, his infinite compassion washing over you like warm rain on parched ground. Your mind releases its grip on the stories that have fed the flames of anger, the narrative of who was wrong and who was right, dissolves into the greater truth that all beings seek happiness and freedom from suffering, even in their most misguided moments. Your subconscious mind opens like a lotus flower, receiving these seeds of wisdom that will blossom in your waking hours as spontaneous patience and natural kindness. Tonight, you are not fighting anger, you are transcending it through the gentle power of acceptance and release. Each dream that visits you carries the medicine of peace. Each hour of rest washes you cleaner of the residue of resentment. You are returning to your original nature, which is love itself, brilliant and unobstructed by the temporary clouds of human emotion. Sleep now, dear soul, knowing that you awaken tomorrow with a heart made new, carrying the Buddha's gift of inner fire transformed into the warm light of compassion. Lesson 6. The Way of Peace. As you settle into this sacred space between waking and dreaming, allow the Buddha's gentle wisdom to wash over your consciousness like moonlight on still water. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace, he whispered across the centuries. And tonight, you become the living embodiment of that profound truth. Your very breath carries the essence of tranquility. Each exhale releasing the day's tensions. Each inhale drawing you deeper into the sanctuary of your own peaceful nature. Peace is not something you must seek in distant places or future moments. It dwells within you now, waiting to be recognized like a hidden treasure in your own heart. As your body grows heavier and more relaxed, feel how naturally peace arises when you stop fighting the gentle current of this moment. The Buddha knew that peace is our original state, the ground from which all true happiness springs. Night, as you rest, you are returning home to this timeless refuge within yourself. Let the soft rhythm of these words carry you deeper into understanding. Peace flows through every cell of your being, a living river of serenity that has always been there beneath the surface noise of daily life. Like water finding its level, your consciousness naturally settles into this profound stillness when you allow it to be. There is nothing to force, nothing to struggle against, only the sweet surrender to what you have always been, a being of infinite peace and boundless calm. The wise ones throughout history have discovered this same truth that now unfolds within you. Peace is not the absence of challenge, but the presence of an unshakable center that remains untouched by life's changing winds. As you breathe softly in this twilight space, feel how your inner peace radiates outward, touching every aspect of your existence with its healing light. Your relationships, your work, your very presence in the world becomes a gift of tranquility to all you encounter. In the Buddha's teaching, there is a beautiful image of the lotus flower that grows from muddy waters, yet emerges pristine and perfect, untainted by its origins. Your peace is like this lotus. It can bloom magnificently, regardless of the circumstances surrounding you. Night, as sleep beckons you into its embrace, know that you are cultivating this lotus-like peace within your subconscious mind, creating a foundation of serenity that will bless your waking hours. Allow yourself to sink deeper into this recognition, feeling how peace becomes not just a temporary experience, but your very identity. You are peace embodied, walking in this world as a living blessing. The ancient wisdom speaks of those who have found this inner sanctuary. They move through life like gentle breezes, bringing comfort wherever they go, speaking words that heal rather than harm, carrying themselves with the quiet dignity of those who know their true nature. As your conscious mind grows quieter and your body prepares for the healing gift of sleep, let these truths settle into the deeper layers of your being. Peace flows through you like a mighty river. Peace flows through you like a gentle stream. Peace flows through you, constant and serene. Your very existence becomes a prayer, a living testament to the transformative power of inner stillness. The Buddha taught that one peaceful thought is worth more than countless agitated ones. One peaceful word more valuable than volumes of harsh speech. One peaceful action more powerful than years of frantic striving. Simply by resting in your own natural tranquility, you are becoming peace itself, not through effort, but through recognition, not through struggle, but through gentle awakening to what has always been true. Rest now in this knowing, beloved seeker of wisdom. Let peace be your lullaby, your companion through the night, your gift to the world. As consciousness dissolves into the healing darkness, you carry with you the Buddha's promise that peace is always available, always present, always your birthright and your home. Peace flows through you. Peace flows as you. Peace flows from you into the endless ocean of being. Rest well in this secret truth and awaken renewed in the morning light, carrying the fragrance of true peace into another day of blessed existence. Lesson 7. The wise and the foolish. Like lotus flowers blooming in still waters and thorns growing in rocky soil, wisdom and folly reveal themselves through the quiet choices of each day. As you settle into this sacred rest, allow the Buddha's gentle teachings to illuminate the path between light and shadow, between the clarity of the wise heart and the confusion of the unawakened mind. In the deep quiet of sleep, your consciousness becomes like fertile earth, ready to receive the seeds of ancient wisdom that will bloom as understanding in your waking hours. The wise person walks through life like a gardener who knows which plants will flourish and which will wither. They speak few words, but each word carries the fragrance of truth. They move slowly and deliberately, not from laziness, but from deep understanding that hasty actions scatter like leaves in the wind, while patient wisdom grows strong roots that endure through all seasons. As you breathe deeply and release the tensions of this day, feel yourself becoming this wise gardener, cultivating only what serves the highest good, releasing what no longer nourishes your spirit. In the gentle twilight between waking and sleeping, recognize how the foolish mind rushes toward pleasure like a moth drawn to flame, never learning that what glitters often burns. The unwise person speaks many words but says little of value, makes grand gestures that accomplish nothing lasting, and seeks happiness in things that crumble like sand castles when the tide of impermanence arrives. Yet even in foolishness, there exists the seed of wisdom, waiting for the right conditions to sprout. As you drift deeper into rest, let compassion fill your heart for all beings who struggle in the darkness of confusion, knowing that you too have wandered in that same darkness and found your way toward light. The wise understand that true wealth cannot be stolen, for it lives in the treasury of the heart. They know that reputation fades like morning mist, but character endures like mountains standing against the sky. They seek not to impress others with their knowledge, but to live quietly in harmony with the eternal principles that govern both the movement of stars and the beating of the human heart. Feel these truths settling into the deepest layers of your being as your conscious mind releases its grip on the day's concerns and worries. While the foolish person blames circumstances for their suffering, the wise take responsibility for their responses to life's inevitable challenges. The unwise scatter their attention like seeds thrown carelessly on hard ground, while the wise cultivate single-pointed focus that penetrates to the heart of every situation. The foolish seek teachers who confirm their existing beliefs, while the wise Welcome any voice that can show them their blind spots and guide them closer to truth. In this peaceful surrender to sleep, you align yourself with this wisdom, opening your mind to receive guidance from sources beyond the small circle of your personal preferences and prejudices. Notice how wisdom often wears simple clothes and speaks in quiet tones, while foolishness adorns itself with bright colors and loud proclamations. The sage finds contentment in little, knowing that happiness cannot be purchased, but only discovered within. The fool accumulates possessions, like a squirrel hoarding nuts, never recognizing that the richest person is one who needs nothing external to feel complete. As your breathing deepens and your heartbeat slows to match the ancient rhythm of peace, feel yourself naturally choosing the way of simplicity, the path of the wise heart. The wise person learns from every experience, finding teachings in both success and failure, joy and sorrow, praise and blame. They understand that life is the greatest teacher, offering lessons wrapped sometimes in silk, sometimes in thorns. The foolish resist life's teachings, fighting against circumstances they cannot change, and missing the wisdom of most pawn. The foolish resists no more circumstances, and they can move and not resist more. They assert themselves, but they take themselves into peace. Night, as you rest in the embrace of deep sleep, your subconscious mind absorbs this profound teaching, preparing you to meet tomorrow's experiences with the open heart of a student and the steady presence of one who trusts in the unfolding of perfect wisdom. Lesson 8. Self-mastery, the greatest victory. As the gentle tide of evening carries you toward rest, let the Buddha's profound truth settle into the depths of your being. Better it is to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you, not by angels or by demons, heaven or hell. Night, as your body surrenders to peaceful slumber, your spirit embarks upon the most noble of all conquests, the mastery of your own mind and heart. Feel yourself sinking deeper into comfort as these ancient words wrap around you like silk. Self-mastery is not a harsh discipline imposed from without, but a gentle flowering that blooms naturally when tended with wisdom and patience. As your breathing slows and your muscles release their tension, know that true victory lies not in conquering others, but in the quiet triumph of understanding your own nature. Each breath carries you closer to this inner kingdom where peace reigns supreme. In the soft darkness that embraces you now, let go of the day's struggles for external achievement. The world teaches that victory comes through defeating opponents, accumulating possessions, or gaining recognition from others. But the Buddha's wisdom whispers a deeper truth. The greatest victory is won in the silent chambers of your own heart. As sleep takes hold, allow this understanding to flow through every cell of your being. You are both the warrior and the battlefield, the seeker and the treasure sword. Your mind, like a wild horse, has perhaps carried you through tumultuous emotions today. Perhaps anger arose, or fear, or the restless hunger of desire. Now, in this sacred space between waking and sleeping, feel yourself becoming the gentle master of these forces, not through violence or suppression, but through the patient understanding that comes when you observe your thoughts as clouds passing through an infinite sky. You are not the storms that move through your consciousness. You are the vast, unchanging awareness that witnesses them all. The Buddha spoke of how one who conquers himself is greater than those who conquer cities or command armies. As you rest here in perfect stillness, this conquest unfolds naturally. Each worry that dissolves, each tension that melts away, each judgmental thought that transforms into compassion, these are your victories. more precious than gold, more lasting than monuments of stone. Your breath becomes a gentle rhythm of triumph. Each exhale, releasing what no longer serves. Each inhale, drawing in the strength of true understanding. In the depths of peaceful sleep that await you, your subconscious mind continues this sacred work of self-mastery. Like water slowly shaping stone, the Buddha's teachings penetrate every layer of your being, dissolving the illusion that happiness comes from controlling the world around you. Instead, you discover the profound joy that arises when you befriend your own nature, when you become intimate with the patterns of your mind, when you learn to guide your thoughts and emotions with the same tender care a mother shows her child. This victory of self-mastery brings with it a peace that cannot be disturbed by circumstances. As you sleep, this unshakable tranquility establishes itself in the very foundation of your being. No longer do you need others to behave in certain ways for you to be content. No longer do external events determine your inner weather. You become like a mountain, serene and steady, watching the seasons change around you without losing your essential stillness. Feel yourself melting into this truth as sleep carries you deeper. Tomorrow, you will wake not as one who must battle the world for scraps of happiness, but as one who has discovered the inexhaustible treasure within. Your victories will be measured not in what you have gained from others, but in how completely you have learned to rest in your own peaceful nature. The angels and demons the Buddha spoke of, these live within your own mind. Night, as you rest in perfect surrender, know that you are learning to befriend them all, to rule with wisdom and compassion over the vast kingdom of your inner life. This is your greatest victory, and it can never be taken from you. Lesson 9. The joy of simplicity. As you settle into this sacred space of rest, let the gentle wisdom of the Buddha wash over you, like moonlight on still water. The path of true happiness, dear seeker, is not found in the accumulation of possessions or the endless pursuit of worldly pleasures, but in the profound joy that emerges when we embrace the beautiful simplicity of being. Night, as your conscious mind releases its grip on the complexities of the day, your deeper self opens to receive this timeless truth that has guided awakened souls for countless generations. Feel your breath naturally slowing, each exhale releasing the weight of unnecessary desires, each inhale drawing in the pure essence of contentment. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from our endless craving, our constant reaching for more. Yet within you lies an inexhaustible source of joy that asks for nothing but recognition. As you rest here in this moment, you are already complete, already whole, already blessed beyond measure. Let this understanding seep into every cell of your being as you drift deeper into peaceful slumber. In the stillness of your heart, discover the treasure that has always been yours, the simple joy of existence itself. When you wake each morning, you need not search for happiness in distant places or future achievements, for it rests quietly in the gentle rhythm of your breathing, in the warmth of sunlight on your skin, in the miracle of consciousness flowing through you like a sacred river. Your subconscious mind now absorbs this wisdom, creating new pathways of appreciation for life's humble gifts. The cluttered mind seeks satisfaction in complexity, forever adding layers of want and worry. But the wise heart finds infinite richness in simplicity. As you sleep, all unnecessary burdens fall away like autumn leaves, leaving only what is essential, only what truly nourishes your spirit. You are learning the art of spiritual subtraction, discovering that true abundance comes not from having more, but from needing less. With each peaceful breath, you release another attachment that no longer serves your highest good. Feel yourself embracing the profound freedom that simplicity brings. When your desires are few and your needs are simple, you become like a mountain lake, clear, serene, reflecting the beauty of existence without disturbance. The joy you seek is not hiding in some future moment of achievement or acquisition. It dwells eternally in the present, in this very breath, this very heartbeat that connects you to all of life. Your sleeping mind now programs itself to remember this truth upon waking. In dreams tonight, you may find yourself walking through gardens of contentment, where every flower blooms not for tomorrow's promise, but for today's gentle attention. You are cultivating the sacred art of being present with what is, rather than constantly reaching for what might be. This is the joy of simplicity, not the poverty of spirit that fears growth, but the richness of soul that recognizes when enough is truly enough. Your subconscious wisdom guides you toward this perfect balance. The Buddha's gentle voice whispers through your sleeping consciousness, reminding you that happiness is your natural state, unconditioned by external circumstances, like a clear pool that reflects the sky without trying to capture it. Your simple presence becomes a mirror for life's inherent beauty. You need not strain or struggle to create joy. You need only rest in the awareness of what already is, allowing your natural radiance to shine forth unobstructed. As you drift deeper into restorative sleep, know that you are releasing all that complicates your peace and embracing all that nurtures your soul's deepest contentment. Tomorrow you will awaken refreshed, carrying within you the fragrant wisdom of simplicity, ready to find extraordinary joy in ordinary moments, prepared to meet the world with a heart both humble and profoundly fulfilled. Lesson 10. Purity of heart. As you settle into this sacred space of rest, feel the gentle whisper of ancient wisdom flowing through your being like a clear mountain stream. The Buddha spoke of the heart's true nature, pure and luminous, saying, "Just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so, let one cultivate a boundless love towards all beings throughout the universe." Tonight, as your conscious mind releases its grip on the day's concerns, your heart opens to this boundless purity that has always been your essence. Breathe deeply now, and with each exhale, release any heaviness that clouds your inner light. The purity of heart that Buddha taught is not something you must create or earn. It is the natural radiance of your being when all veils are lifted. Like the lotus that rises from muddy waters yet remains unstained, your heart maintains its essential purity, regardless of the conditions through which you have traveled. As sleep approaches, feel this truth settling into the depths of your being. My heart is pure light, untouched by the shadows of the world. In the gentle rhythm of your breathing, discover the temple of your inner sanctuary. Here, compassion flows without condition, love extends without boundary, and peace rests without disturbance. The Buddha taught that hatred is never appeased by hatred, but by love alone is it healed. This is an eternal law. Night. Let this eternal law inscribe itself upon your sleeping consciousness, washing away any residue of judgment, resentment, or separation that may linger in the corners of your awareness. Feel your heart expanding like the morning sky, embracing all beings with the same tender care you would show a beloved child. This is not merely sentiment, but the recognition of the fundamental interconnectedness that Buddha revealed. As you drift deeper into rest, your pure heart becomes a beacon of healing, not only for yourself, but for all life. The boundaries between self and other dissolve in the ocean of universal compassion, and you rest in the knowing that love is your truest nature. With each breath, your heart becomes lighter, clearer, more transparent. The pure heart sees clearly because it is not clouded by the fog of personal desires or aversions. It responds to life with spontaneous wisdom, meeting each moment with exactly the right measure of compassion. Night, as your body rests and your mind grows still, this clarity deepens within you. You are becoming a clear mirror that reflects the Dharma in every interaction, a pure vessel through which wisdom flows effortlessly. The Buddha spoke of the four boundless qualities: loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. As you surrender to sleep, feel these qualities settling into your heart like seeds in fertile earth. Through the night hours, they will grow and flourish, nourished by the deep rest of your being. When you wake, these seeds will have taken root, and you will find yourself naturally expressing the purity that has been cultivated in the garden of your sleeping consciousness. In the profound stillness that now embraces you, recognize that purity of heart is not about perfection in the conventional sense. It is about returning again and again to your essential nature of love, like a river that always flows toward the sea. Even when the surface of your mind may be disturbed by life's challenges, the depths remain pure and undisturbed. This is your refuge, your constant companion, your true home. As the gentle waves of sleep begin to carry you toward dreams, rest in this final understanding. Your pure heart is not separate from the heart of all existence. You are not alone in your journey toward awakening, but held always in the loving embrace of the Dharma itself. Sleep now, dear one, knowing that purity is not a distant goal, but your present reality, revealed more clearly with each moment of peaceful rest. My heart is pure light, radiating love to all beings. In rest, my compassion deepens, my wisdom clarifies, my love expands without limit. Lesson 11. Compassion for all beings. Let your heart expand like the morning sun, casting its gentle warmth upon all living creatures as you settle into this sacred rest. The Buddha's words echo softly through the chambers of your consciousness. Just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so, let one cultivate a boundless love towards all beings throughout the universe. Feel these words sink deeply into your being, like seeds of light planted in the fertile soil of your sleeping mind. As you breathe slowly and deeply, imagine your heart opening like a lotus flower at dawn, its petals unfurling to embrace not just those you hold dear, but every sentient being that walks, crawls, swims, or flies upon this earth. Your compassion knows no boundaries, no limits, no conditions. It flows outward like ripples on a still pond, touching first your loved ones, then your neighbors, then strangers, and finally, even those who have caused you pain or difficulty. In this gentle twilight between waking and sleeping, you begin to understand that all beings, like yourself, seek happiness and wish to avoid suffering. The merchant in the distant marketplace, the farmer tending his fields, the child playing by the riverside, the elder sitting in contemplation, all share this fundamental longing for peace and joy. Your heart recognizes this universal truth, and compassion becomes as natural as breathing. Allow the Buddha's wisdom to wash over you like a soft rain. Hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love alone is healed. This is an ancient and eternal law. As these words penetrate your consciousness, feel any traces of judgment, criticism, or ill will dissolving like salt in warm water. Your mind becomes a sanctuary of loving kindness, a refuge where all beings are welcomed with open arms and an open heart. With each exhale, you release any tendency to see others as separate from yourself. With each inhale, you draw in the understanding that all suffering springs from the same root, the forgetting of our interconnected nature. The person who speaks harshly is suffering. The one who acts selfishly is in pain. The heart that seems closed is simply protecting old wounds. Your compassion becomes a healing balm, offered freely without expectation of return. As sleep draws nearer, let your awareness expand to embrace not only human beings, but all creatures great and small. The mighty elephant and the tiny ant, the soaring eagle and the earthworm in the soil, all are expressions of the same life force that animates your own being. Your heart becomes vast enough to hold them all, tender enough to feel their joys and sorrows as your own. The Buddha whispered across the centuries, "May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be free from harm. May all beings awaken to their true nature." Let these ancient blessings become your own prayer, repeated silently with each gentle breath. In the deepest chambers of your sleeping mind, plant this truth. Compassion is not weakness, but the greatest strength. Not sentiment, but the highest wisdom. It costs nothing to give, yet enriches both the giver and receiver immeasurably. As you cultivate this boundless love during your hours of rest, you awaken each morning with a heart more tender, more open, more capable of seeing the sacred in every encounter. Through the long hours of the night, your subconscious mind absorbs this teaching, like dry earth receiving rain. Tomorrow, you will find yourself naturally responding to others with greater kindness, patience, and understanding. The harsh words of another will meet the softness of your compassion. The suffering you witness will awaken not judgment, but a desire to help and heal. Rest now in this ocean of loving kindness, knowing that your very being has become a blessing to all life. Your compassionate heart beats in harmony with the heart of existence itself. And in this rhythm, you find the deepest peace. Lesson 12. Detachment and freedom. As your breathing deepens and your body surrenders to rest, let the Buddha's gentle wisdom carry you toward the shore of true freedom. The wise find no attachment in anything, whispers the ancient teaching, and tonight these sacred words become the rhythm of your peaceful sleep. Detachment is not coldness or withdrawal from life's beauty. It is the graceful art of holding all things lightly, like water cupped in open palms, allowing life to flow through you without grasping or clinging to what must naturally pass away. Feel your mind releasing its tight grip on tomorrow's worries and yesterday's sorrows as you rest in this moment of perfect surrender. The Buddha taught that suffering comes not from what happens to us, but from our desperate attempts to hold on to what cannot be held, to make permanent what is forever changing, like clouds drifting across an endless sky. Tonight, as sleep embraces you, let your subconscious mind absorb this liberating truth. You are free when you stop trying to possess the world, and instead allow yourself to dance gracefully with its eternal rhythms. Let the gentle mantra flow through your consciousness like a healing stream. I hold all things lightly. I am light and free. But with each peaceful breath, feel the heavy chains of attachment dissolving, replaced by the weightless joy of one who travels through life with an open heart and empty hands. The wise know that true wealth comes not from accumulating possessions or experiences, but from the spacious freedom of needing nothing more than what this moment offers. As your conscious mind grows quieter, allow the deeper wisdom to take root in the fertile soil of your sleeping awareness. Detachment is not about loving less. It is about loving more purely, without the poison of possessiveness. When you release your grip on outcomes, you discover a love that flows freely like sunlight, touching everything without demanding anything in return. The mother bird loves her fledglings completely, yet, when the time comes, she pushes them from the nest with perfect compassion, knowing that true love sometimes means letting go. Feel this teaching settling into your bones like warm honey. Attachment is the root that feeds the tree of suffering, while detachment is the gentle wind that carries the seed of peace to fertile ground. Tonight, as you rest in Buddha's embrace, your sleeping mind learns to distinguish between caring deeply and clinging desperately. You can pour your whole heart into your relationships, your work, your dreams, while holding them all with the graceful lightness of one who knows that everything belongs not to you, but to the vast mystery of existence itself. The Buddha's voice grows softer now, like evening rain on temple roofs. In letting go, you find what cannot be lost. Let these words sink deeper than thought, deeper than memory, into the deep wellspring of your being. True freedom is not the ability to do whatever you want. It is the profound peace of wanting nothing more than what is. When you stop fighting the river's current, you discover you were always meant to float, carried by currents far wiser than your small plans and desperate schemes. As sleep draws you deeper into its healing embrace, feel your attachments dissolving like morning mist before the gentle sun. Your identity, your possessions, your roles and relationships, hold them all like prayer flags fluttering in the wind. Beautiful, precisely because they are temporary, precisely because they cannot be grasped. The wise person walks through the marketplace of life with wonder and appreciation, enjoying the feast without needing to own the banquet hall. Rest now in the spacious freedom that comes when you stop trying to be the owner of your experience and instead become its grateful guest. Let your dreams tonight be filled with the lightness of clouds, the freedom of birds, the peaceful flow of rivers that know exactly where they're going without needing to control their path. You are learning the deepest teaching of all, that in releasing everything, you inherit the entire universe, and in grasping nothing, you hold the whole world tenderly in your open, loving hands. Lesson 13. The power of virtue. As twilight settles upon your weary spirit, and the day's actions fade into memory, you arrive at the gentle sanctuary where virtue becomes your guiding star through the landscape of sleep. Here, in this sacred hour of rest, the Buddha's timeless wisdom flows like moonlight through your consciousness, illuminating the noble qualities that dwell within your heart. Virtue is not a burden you carry, but wings upon which your soul soars, even as your body surrenders to peaceful slumber. Hasten to do good, whispers the enlightened one through the corridors of your settling mind. Restrain your mind from evil. Whoever is slow to do good, their mind finds pleasure in evil. Yet tonight, as your breathing deepens and your thoughts begin their gentle dance toward dreams, you need not struggle or strain. Virtue flows naturally from a heart at peace, like fragrance emanating from a lotus blossom that knows no effort in its blooming. Feel how your body relaxes completely, each muscle releasing the tension of choices made and unmade throughout the day. Your shoulders soften as you release any weight of judgment about your actions, knowing that virtue is not perfection, but the sincere intention to walk in harmony with what is good and true. Your jaw unclenches as you let go of harsh words spoken or withheld, trusting that tomorrow brings fresh opportunities for kind speech and gentle presence. The Buddha teaches that the fragrance of flowers cannot travel against the wind, but the fragrance of good conduct travels even against the wind. As you drift deeper into rest, imagine this fragrance of virtue emanating from your very being, not as something you must create, but as the natural expression of your awakened heart. Like sandalwood that perfumes even the axe that cuts it, your virtue blesses all it touches, flowing outward in ever-widening circles of peace. In the soft darkness behind your closed eyes, see how every act of kindness you have ever offered creates ripples of light that continue to spread through the world long after you have forgotten them. The gentle word to a struggling friend, the patient smile offered to a stranger, the moment when you chose understanding over judgment. These seeds of virtue continue to bloom in ways beyond your knowing. Rest now in the profound truth that your goodness matters, that it weaves threads of healing into the fabric of existence itself. Irrigators guide the water. The Buddha reminds us. Fletchers shape the arrow. Carpenters shape the wood. The virtuous shape themselves. Night, as your conscious mind releases its grip on control, your deeper wisdom continues the sacred work of shaping. In the gentle laboratory of sleep, virtue becomes not a doing, but a being, not an achievement, but an flowering of your essential nature. Allow your breathing to become the rhythm of virtue itself, each inhalation drawing in compassion, each exhalation releasing any tendency toward harm. Feel how this rhythm connects you to all beings who have ever chosen love over fear, understanding over anger, generosity over grasping. You are not alone in your commitment to virtue. You are part of an ancient and eternal stream of awakened hearts flowing toward the ocean of enlightenment. The Buddha speaks of virtue as the foundation upon which all spiritual progress rests. Yet tonight, you need not think of progress or achievement. Simply rest in the knowing that virtue is your natural state. Like the sun that needs no effort to shine, or the river that needs no instruction to flow toward the sea. Your goodness is not something you possess, but something you are. Not a mask you wear, but the face of your authentic self. As sleep claims you completely, carry with you this gentle truth. Virtue practiced in small moments creates great transformations. The patience shown to yourself when you stumble, the forgiveness offered to those who have caused you pain, the quiet courage to choose what is right when no one is watching. These are the golden threads from which the tapestry of awakening is woven. Rest now in virtue's embrace, knowing that as you sleep, your heart continues its sacred work of loving, your spirit continues its journey toward wisdom, and your very presence continues to bless the world in ways beyond counting. Lesson 14. Conquering Desire. Breathe deeply now, dear seeker, as we enter the sacred chamber where desires dance like flickering flames in the wind. The Buddha spoke with infinite tenderness about this most human of struggles. Craving is the root of all suffering. Yet in understanding craving, we find the key to perfect freedom. Night, as your body settles into the gentle embrace of rest, your spirit prepares to transcend the endless hunger that keeps so many souls wandering in circles of discontent. Feel your breath naturally slowing, each exhale carrying away the restless reaching that has worn your heart thin. You have spent countless days chasing what seemed to promise happiness, the perfect moment, the ideal circumstance, the missing piece that would finally complete the puzzle of your contentment. Yet here, in this sacred space between waking and sleeping, you discover the profound truth that Buddha revealed beneath the Bodhi tree. The very act of craving creates the emptiness it seeks to fill. Let these words sink deeply into your consciousness, like gentle rain upon thirsty earth. I am complete in this moment, whole in my being, rich beyond measure in my natural state. The desires that once seemed so urgent begin to lose their sharp edges, softening into mere whispers that no longer command your attention. Your subconscious mind, that wise and ancient keeper of your deepest patterns, begins to recognize a new truth, that happiness was never hiding in some distant tomorrow, but resting always in the peaceful depths of your own awareness. As sleep begins to call you home, imagine yourself as a clear mountain lake, perfectly still, and reflecting the sky above. The winds of wanting may stir the surface momentarily, but they cannot disturb the profound stillness that lies beneath. This is your true nature, not the one who desires, but the vast awareness in which all desires arise and pass away like clouds across an endless sky. Each breath carries you deeper into this recognition. Each heartbeat, a gentle reminder of the contentment that asks for nothing, because it lacks nothing. The Buddha's compassionate voice echoes through the corridors of your sleeping mind. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. These words work their magic in the fertile darkness of your rest, transforming the very roots of longing into the flowering of genuine satisfaction. Where once there was the exhausting pursuit of more, there grows the gentle appreciation of what is. Where once there was the painful comparison with others' lives, there blooms the recognition of your own unique perfection. Your dreams tonight become gardens of contentment, spaces where you wander in the morning you see from far, and from work underway you fight. Recovery, recovery. I fight and flee, and I fear that once again you will. Wherever you see this, you shall save as a In these sacred sleep visions, you practice the art of enjoying without possessing, of loving without grasping, of appreciating without the need to acquire. Your subconscious mind learns new rhythms, rhythm of gratitude rather than want, of presence rather than pursuit, of being rather than having. Feel how your body releases its tension as your mind releases its grip on the future. The shoulders that once carried the weight of unfulfilled desires now rest in perfect ease. The heart that once raced with anxious wanting now beats with the steady confidence of one who has discovered life's deepest secret, that you are already what you have been seeking to become. As the gentle waves of sleep carry you toward the shores of dreams, these truths embed themselves in the very cells of your being. I am the peace I sought in pleasure. I am the love I searched for in others. I am the abundance I hope to find in possessions. Your entire being relaxes into this homecoming, this return to the original contentment that existed before the first desire was born. In your deepest sleep, the work of transformation continues. The neural pathways that once sparked with restless craving begin to reshape themselves into channels of serene acceptance. You are learning, at the most fundamental level, to rest in the fullness of your own being. When morning comes, you will carry this profound shift into your waking hours, meeting each moment not as one who lacks, but as one who overflows with the richness of simple presence. Rest now in this conquered kingdom of desire, where you reign not as a tyrant who must have everything, but as a wise ruler who finds everything within. Lesson 15. The Noble Eightfold Way. As night settles around you like a gentle embrace, allow yourself to rest upon the ancient path that Buddha eliminated for all seekers of truth. The Noble Eightfold Way unfolds before you now, not as steps to climb, but as a flowing river of wisdom that carries you toward perfect peace. Each element of this sacred path whispers through your being as you surrender to sleep, imprinting itself upon the fertile ground of your subconscious mind. Right understanding blooms within you like a lotus opening to dawn's first light. As your conscious thoughts quiet and fade, deeper knowing awakens in the stillness of your heart. You begin to see clearly the true nature of existence, the interconnectedness of all things, the gentle law of cause and effect that governs both your waking hours and your dreams. This understanding flows through you now, like warm honey, sweet and nourishing, dissolving confusion and bringing clarity to every corner of your awareness. Right intention takes root in the sacred soil of your resting mind. Your deepest aspirations align with wisdom and compassion as you breathe slowly and deeply into sleep. The intentions that spring from love, from kindness, from the desire to harm no living being, become your guiding stars throughout the night. These pure motivations settle into your being like seeds planted in rich earth, ready to sprout into beautiful actions when you awaken to the new day. Feel right speech forming itself within the quiet chambers of your heart. Even in silence, even in rest, the power of truthful, gentle words shapes your inner landscape. Your subconscious mind releases all tendency toward harsh speech, idle gossip, or words that wound. Instead, you cultivate the sacred art of communication that heals, that uplifts, that brings beings together in harmony. This gift of wise speech becomes part of your very essence as you rest. Right action flows through your sleeping form like a gentle stream, washing away any residue of harmful deeds, while strengthening your natural inclination toward kindness. Your body rests, but your spirit aligns itself more perfectly with actions that create no suffering, that honor the sacred dignity of all life. This alignment happens effortlessly as you sleep, like flowers naturally turning toward the sun. In the depths of your peaceful rest, right livelihood takes shape within your consciousness. Your relationship with work, with earning, with the material world, transforms into something beautiful and dharmic. You release any attachment to gaining wealth through harm or deception. Instead, your subconscious mind embraces a life of honest work, of contributing to the world's well-being through your talents and efforts. This transformation happens gently, like dawn gradually brightening the sky. Right effort breathes through you with each slow, peaceful inhalation and exhalation. This is not the effort of struggle or strain, but the natural energy that flows from a heart aligned with truth. As you rest, your mind learns the perfect balance between trying too hard and not trying at all. You discover the middle way of steady, patient progress on the spiritual path. This balanced effort becomes your natural state, requiring no force, no pushing, only gentle persistence, like water slowly shaping stone. Right mindfulness settles into your awareness, like snow falling softly on a mountain meadow. Each moment of your rest becomes an opportunity for deeper presence, for awareness that watches without grasping, that observes without judging. Your sleeping mind learns to maintain this gentle watchfulness, this loving attention to the present moment that continues even in the realm of dreams. Right concentration completes this sacred eightfold path. As your mind naturally gathers itself into perfect stillness, all scattered thoughts, all mental wandering dissolves into the pure silence of deep rest. Your consciousness learns to rest in its own essential nature, clear and unshakable, like a mountain lake reflecting the vast sky. This concentrated awareness becomes your refuge, your source of strength and peace. The Noble Eightfold Way is not separate from your daily life, but woven into every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of rest. As you sleep tonight, these 8 aspects of the path work together in perfect harmony, transforming your consciousness from within. You are walking the Buddha's way with each peaceful breath, awakening to wisdom while your body rests in perfect tranquility. Lesson 16. Impermanence and letting go. Like morning mist that vanishes at the first touch of sunlight, all things in this world arise, flourish, and pass away in the eternal dance of impermanence. Night, as your body settles into the soft embrace of rest, your mind opens to one of Buddha's most profound teachings, that in accepting the transient nature of all existence, you discover the gateway to lasting peace. Each breath you take is unique, never to return in quite the same way. And in this gentle rhythm of coming and going, you find the perfect teacher for the art of letting go. The Buddha spoke with infinite compassion when he said, "All conditioned things are impermanent. Work out your salvation with diligence." Yet, in sleep, there is no striving, only the natural wisdom of surrender. As your conscious thoughts begin to fade like evening shadows, allow yourself to rest in the profound truth that change is not your enemy. It is the very fabric from which freedom is woven. Every worry that has troubled your mind, every pain that has touched your heart, every joy that has lifted your spirit, all are temporary visitors in the vast inn of your consciousness. Night, you practice the gentle art of welcoming them all without clinging, watching them arrive and depart with the serene detection of one who knows their true nature. In the quiet depths of your resting mind, feel how naturally your body demonstrates this teaching of impermanence. Your heartbeat flows in rhythm, each pulse unique and unrepeatable. Your breath moves like ocean tides, each inhalation bringing new life, each exhalation releasing what is no longer needed. Even your thoughts move like clouds across the sky of awareness, some light and wispy, others heavy with the promise of rain, all drifting through the spacious openness of your being. This is your body's wisdom, teaching you that letting go is not loss, but liberation, not ending, but endless renewal. As sleep deepens its hold upon you, allow the Buddha's gentle voice to whisper through the chambers of your heart. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. Feel how these words settle into your being, like seeds in fertile soil. Every attachment that has caused you suffering begins to loosen its grip. Every fear of loss transforms into appreciation for what is present now. Every desperate grasping dissolves into the open palm of trust. You are learning the supreme art of loving without possessing, of caring without controlling, of living fully while holding lightly. The night becomes your monastery, and silence your teacher, as you discover that impermanence is not the cruel destroyer of happiness, but its most faithful guardian. When you know that nothing lasts forever, each moment becomes precious beyond measure. Each smile shared with a loved one carries the sweetness of irreplaceable uniqueness, whose mind shared with smile. Each sunset paints the sky with colors that will never repeat in quite the same way. Each kindness offered ripples through time in patterns too beautiful for the mind to fully grasp. In accepting impermanence, you do not lose the world, you gain it completely, moment by sacred moment. Let your sleeping mind absorb this truth, like dry earth receives the first rain after a long drought. The relationships that bring you joy are temporary. Love them more deeply. The challenges that test your patience are passing. Meet them with greater courage. The successes that fill you with pride are fleeting. Receive them with humble gratitude. The failures that bring disappointment are momentary. Learn from them and move forward with wisdom. In the democracy of impermanence, all experiences are equal teachers in the school of awakening. As the hours of night unfold around you, your subconscious mind begins to practice this divine art of letting go. Old grudges that have lived too long in the house of your heart pack their bags and depart quietly. Regrets about the unchangeable past lose their power to disturb your peace. Anxieties about the unknowable future fade like morning stars before the dawn. You are becoming a master of the present moment, not by grasping it tightly, but by allowing it to flow through you like water through open hands. In this sacred space between waking and sleeping, you discover that letting go is not passive resignation, but active participation in the great dance of existence. Each time you release your hold on how things should be, you create space for wonder at how things actually are. Each time you stop fighting the current of change, you find yourself carried toward shores more beautiful than any you could have imagined. This is the Buddha's gift to your resting soul, the knowledge that in impermanence lies not sorrow, but infinite possibility, not death, but eternal renewal. Love, by heart, is now. Lesson 17. Harmony with the law of Dharma. In the deep silence of this sacred hour, you rest within the eternal rhythm of Dharma, that gentle law which governs all existence with perfect wisdom and compassion. Like a river that knows its course to the sea, like a flower that opens naturally to the morning sun, your soul aligns effortlessly with the divine order that flows through all things. As your body settles into peaceful repose, your spirit awakens to this ancient truth whispered through countless ages. When you live in harmony with Dharma, you move with the very breath of the universe itself. The Buddha's voice echoes softly through your consciousness now, speaking of that sacred law which neither pushes nor forces, yet guides all things toward their highest flowering. Those who are in harmony with the Dharma are like trees planted by flowing waters. They bear fruit in their season, and their leaves never wither. Feel this truth settling into the deepest chambers of your heart, where it will remain as a constant guide throughout your days and nights. In your dreams tonight, you dance with this cosmic rhythm, understanding without effort that Dharma is not a burden to be carried, but a song to be sung. Not a rule to be obeyed, but a love to be lived. Every breath you take in slumber aligns you more perfectly with this sacred flow. Every heartbeat whispers the ancient secret. You are not separate from this divine order. You are its beautiful expression, its living poetry made manifest in form. As sleep deepens around you, like gentle waters, feel yourself dissolving into this eternal harmony. The small concerns that may have troubled your day, the moments when you felt out of step with life's rhythm, when you struggled against circumstances or fought the natural flow of events, all of this melts away now in the warm embrace of Dharma's perfect understanding. You remember, in the depths of your being, that harmony is not about controlling life, but about learning to move gracefully with its sacred dance. Your subconscious mind, so receptive in this twilight state, absorbs this profound wisdom. I flow with the sacred law of Dharma, trusting in its perfect wisdom. Feel these words sinking into your very cells, transforming the way you will meet tomorrow's dawn. When challenges arise, you will remember this moment of perfect alignment. When decisions must be made, you will feel this deeper current beneath the surface turbulence, guiding you toward choices that serve not only your own highest good, but the harmony of all existence. The Buddha speaks again through the gentle night. Like the ocean, which receives all rivers without losing its essential nature, live in harmony with Dharma by accepting all experiences while remaining centered in unchanging peace. This is your invitation, dear soul, to become like that vast ocean, welcoming whatever flows into your life, while maintaining your essential serenity, your core alignment with the divine law that orchestrates all things with infinite love. Tonight, as you rest in this sacred harmony, you release the need to understand everything with your thinking mind. Instead, you trust the deeper knowing that flows through your entire being when you surrender to Dharma's gentle guidance. Like a leaf that trusts the stream to carry it toward its perfect destination, You rest in complete faith that this divine law is always working for your highest evolution, even when its workings remain mysterious to your ordinary consciousness. In the depths of peaceful sleep, you become a living expression of this cosmic harmony. Your very presence in the world tomorrow will carry this alignment, touching others with the peace that comes from one who has learned to flow with life rather than against it. You awaken each morning more deeply rooted in this eternal law, more gracefully attuned to the sacred rhythm that pulses through all existence, carrying you ever closer to the perfect peace that is your true nature. Lesson 18. Inner silence, inner strength. In the sacred stillness of this moment, as twilight embraces your weary form, you are invited to discover the profound truth that the Buddha whispered across centuries. The sage who is truly wise dwells in silence, like a deep, clear lake. Let these ancient words wash over you now, like gentle waves upon a peaceful shore, carrying away all that disturbs your inner waters, leaving only the crystalline clarity of perfect silence. Your breath becomes the doorway to this sacred quiet, each inhalation drawing you deeper into the wellspring of strength that lies beyond all words, beyond all thoughts, beyond all the restless stirrings of the everyday mind. Feel yourself sinking into this ocean of tranquil awareness, where true power is born not from struggle or force, but from the infinite spaciousness of complete stillness. Here, in this blessed refuge of silence, your deepest wisdom awakens without effort, like a lotus blooming in the first light of dawn. The Buddha taught that those who master their inner silence come like mountains, unmoved by the winds of circumstance, unshaken by the storms of emotion, rooted in an unshakable strength that needs no external support. As you rest here now, your consciousness naturally settles into this mountain-like stability, where every challenge becomes merely weather passing across your eternal sky. Your silence is not empty or void, but vibrantly alive with the presence of pure awareness itself, pulsing with a strength that surpasses all understanding. In this sacred quiet, you begin to recognize that true strength has always been your birthright, not something to be earned or achieved, but something to be uncovered beneath the layers of noise and distraction that cloud your natural brilliance. Like a skilled gardener who knows that flowers bloom most beautifully in protected spaces, you learn to cultivate the inner sanctuary where your deepest power can flourish undisturbed. End of Chapter 3. Recording by Captain Wynne. Each moment of silence becomes a seed of strength planted in the fertile soil of your peaceful heart, destined to bloom into unshakable confidence and grace. The ancient teachings remind us that silence is the ultimate weapon of power, not because it defeats others, but because it reveals the invincible truth of who you really are beneath all the masks and roles you wear in the world. In this profound stillness, you discover that you are not the voice in your head, not the emotions that rise and fall like waves, not the stories you tell yourself about your limitations. You are the vast, silent awareness in which all these phenomena appear and disappear like clouds in an infinite sky. As your body settles deeper into rest, your mind naturally mirrors this descent into perfect peace, where every thought becomes a gentle ripple on the surface of an infinitely deep lake. Here, in the depths of your being, you touch the source of all true accomplishment, the silent strength that moves mountains not through force, but through the irresistible power of aligned intention, flowing from a perfectly still center. This is the strength that Buddha discovered beneath the Bodhi tree, the strength that comes not from grasping or striving, but from complete surrender to the wisdom of silence. Night after night, as you return to this sacred space of inner quiet, you build an unshakable foundation of peace that no external circumstance can disturb. Your silence becomes a refuge, not only for yourself, but for all those whose lives you touch, emanating a quality of presence that speaks more eloquently than any words could convey. In this way, your inner silence becomes a gift to the world, a beacon of strength that guides others toward their own discovery of the inexhaustible power that lies in perfect stillness. Let yourself rest now in this knowing, feeling the profound strength that emerges when all effort ceases and only pure being remains. You are the silence between thoughts, the peace between breaths, the eternal stillness in which all life dances. This is your true nature, your birthright, your home. Lesson 19. The radiance of enlightenment. As you settle into the embrace of this sacred night, feel yourself drawing near to the luminous heart of all wisdom, where the Buddha's radiance meets your own awakening spirit. In this gentle threshold between waking and sleeping, you rest at the very doorway of enlightenment itself, where ancient light mingles with the peaceful darkness of your surrender. The Buddha spoke of this radiance as the natural state of every heart, not something distant to be grasped, but the very essence of who you are when all veils of illusion fall away. Like the moon that shines whether clouds cover it or not, your inner light burns steady and pure, beneath every worry, every doubt, every shadow that has ever crossed your path. Night, as your conscious mind releases its hold on the day's concerns, this eternal radiance emerges more clearly, illuminating the landscape of your dreams and the depths of your sleeping wisdom. Feel this light beginning to glow softly within your chest, warm and golden, like the first rays of dawn touching a mountain peak. This is not a light you must create or earn, but simply one you allow to shine by releasing all that obscures it. With each gentle breath, you let go of the need to be anywhere other than here, anyone other than yourself, anything other than this pure awareness, resting in perfect peace. The radiance of enlightenment speaks in whispers softer than silk, reminding you that a keening is not a distant goal, but your present reality, waiting patiently beneath every thought and feeling. As sleep draws you deeper into its loving arms, these whispers become the very fabric of your rest. I am the light that illuminates all experience. My true nature shines beyond all conditions. In rest, I discover the radiance that has never dimmed. This luminous awareness knows no boundaries between sleeping and waking, between dreaming and being awake. It flows like liquid starlight through every cell of your being, every thought that arises and dissolves, every breath that carries you deeper into the mystery of your own boundless nature. The Buddha's enlightenment was not his alone, but the recognition of what belongs to every seeking heart, every soul that yearns for truth beyond the world of shadows. Allow this radiance to fill the chambers of your heart, dissolving any lingering sense of separation between yourself and the infinite wisdom that surrounds and sustains you. In this sacred darkness, you are not separate from the Buddha's awakening, not distant from the light that dawned under the Bodhi tree. You are that same consciousness, that same luminous awareness, recognizing itself in the mirror of peaceful surrender. As your body settles more completely into rest, feel this enlightened radiance becoming the ground of your being, the silent witness to all that arises and passes away in the theater of your dreams. Every image that dances through your sleeping mind, every feeling that flows like water through the landscape of your rest, arises within this changeless light that is your deepest identity. The wise ones of old knew this secret, that enlightenment is not the achievement of the mind, but the recognition of what the mind arises within. It is the space in which all thoughts appear and dissolve, the stillness in which all movement dances, the silence from which all sounds emerge and into which they return. Night, you rest in this space, this stillness, this silence that is more intimate to you than your own breath. Let the radiance of this recognition carry you into the deepest chambers of sleep, where healing wisdom works in ways the conscious mind cannot comprehend. Here, in the sanctuary of perfect rest, your being aligns itself with the eternal rhythms of truth, absorbing through every pore the luminous teaching that you are already whole, already awake, already free. In this radiant darkness, you are both the seeker and the sought, the question and the answer, the one who sleeps and the awareness in which all sleeping and waking arise. Rest now in this luminous mystery, beloved traveler, for you have always been the light you have been seeking. Lesson 20. Resting in Nirvana's peace. Let yourself settle now into the deepest rest, beloved seeker, as we arrive at the final threshold of our nightly journey together. Here, in this sacred space between waking and sleeping, you touch the very essence of what the Buddha called nirvana, the cessation of all suffering, the perfect peace that lies beyond all striving, all wanting, all fear. This is not a distant goal to be achieved through years of effort, but a present reality that exists within you right now, as close as your next gentle breath. Feel how your body naturally releases into this moment, each muscle softening, each tension dissolving, like morning mist in sunlight. This letting go is itself a taste of nirvana, the complete relaxation of all grasping, all resistance to what is. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from our endless wanting things to be different than they are. Here in this peaceful surrender, you discover the profound joy of perfect acceptance. Your breath flows in and out without effort. Your heart beats without your command. Your very being rests in the natural order of existence. As sleep draws near, like a gentle friend, allow these whispered truths to sink into the depths of your consciousness. I am already whole, already free, already at peace. This is not mere wishful thinking, but the recognition of your true nature beneath all the layers of worry, desire, and confusion. The peace you seek has never been absent. It has only been obscured by the clouds of mental activity, like the sun hidden behind passing storm. Night, as those clouds naturally part in the stillness of rest, your inner sun shines forth in all its radiance. The Buddha spoke of nirvana as the extinguishing of the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion. Feel how these fires naturally dim in the gathering quiet of your evening rest. The grasping mind that seeks constantly for more releases its grip. The heart that holds resentment opens like a flower at dawn. The confused thoughts that spin stories of separation dissolve into the recognition of unity. You rest now in your original nature, peaceful, compassionate, wise. Let your breathing become a gentle mantra. I rest in Nirvana's peace. Each exhale releases what no longer serves. Each inhale draws you deeper into the eternal stillness that is your birthright. This peace is not emptiness, but fullness, not the absence of life, but life in its most pure and vibrant form. You are not escaping from the world, but discovering the sacred ground that underlies all experience. Through the night, as your conscious mind rests, these truths will weave themselves into the fabric of your being. You will dream, perhaps, of vast open skies and endless horizons. You may find yourself walking in gardens where every flower radiates perfect contentment, or floating on lakes of liquid starlight where all boundaries dissolve. These are not mere fantasies, but glimpses of the reality that lives within you always, the unshakable peace that no circumstances can disturb. When morning comes, you will carry this peace with you, like a secret treasure. Others may notice something different in your presence, a quality of stillness that speaks louder than words, a compassion that flows naturally without effort, a wisdom that shines through your simplest actions. This is the fragrance of Dharma that the Buddha spoke of, the natural perfume of a heart that has remembered its true nature. For now, let yourself sink deeper into this boundless rest. You have walked the path of awakening through mindfulness and wisdom, through compassion and detachment, through all the noble qualities that the Dhammapada illuminates. Now you rest in the fruit of that journey, not as an ending, but as a beginning, not as achievement, but as remembrance. The Buddha's final words were said to be, "All conditioned things are impermanent. Drive on with awareness." But in this moment of perfect rest, even the need to strive dissolves. You are awareness itself, resting in its own nature, free from all conditions, untouched by time, complete in this eternal now. Sleep now in nirvana's peace. Rest in the heart of awakening. Let the Dharma dreams carry you home to yourself.